Now to the State House as lawmakers are considering expanding a property tax break for certain homeowners, saying it could help people deal with rising housing costs. It's a part of a proposed expansion of the Homestead Exemption Act. It could be passed in the next state budget. Here's Josie Frost tonight.
Lawmakers are still working to come to a compromise on the next state budget, and Senate leaders have marked this property tax expansion as a major priority. Supporters say it will help keep older and disabled South Carolinians in their homes as housing costs rise.
It's a lot of money.
Robert Felder says his property taxes are high, and while the homestead exemption lowers it some, it doesn't cover all of it. On a fixed income and supporting his mother, he says it can be hard to make ends meet.
Much a big financial burden. You got to make a choice.
Right now, in order to qualify for the homestead exemption, you have to be 65 or older or be blind or disabled. The tax break shields the first $50,000 of the house's market value from its property taxes. But under a one-year proviso in the Senate's proposed version of the budget, homeowners who already qualify for the homestead exemption and have lived in South Carolina for at least 5 years could get an additional $25,000 exemption. And those who have lived here for 10 years could get an exemption for $100,000. Dr. Joseph Von Nessen is a research economist with the Darla Moore School of Business. He says inflation has reduced many people's purchasing power while housing prices continue to climb. It goes back to the 2010s when population was growing but new construction was low, leading to an imbalance today.
And then if we fast forward to the 2020s, that has led to a major imbalance between supply and demand, which has put upward pressure on prices and is something that we are now still dealing with in 2026 in South Carolina.
The Senate passed a larger homestead exemption expansion bill and set aside nearly $250 million to pay for it, which would go to reimburse counties for the loss in property tax revenue. But the House never approved that before the session ended, so senators tacked a more scaled back version to the budget. Now, this is just one of many differences in the House and Senate versions of the state budget. A committee with lawmakers from both chambers will be working over the coming weeks to come to a compromise on that budget before it goes into effect next month. Reporting at the State House, Josie Frost, News 19, WLTX.